explain to them how you did the bell ringer, please?
Okay, so they give you CP equals 16. So that would be that line. And I want you to find PL and CL. So PL, I know it's 16 divided by 2 to find that length, and it's 8. And then CL is the whole length, so you add 16 plus 8 and you get 24.
Thank you. Natalie S., tell us, do you agree or disagree?
I broke it up into thirds, and so I did like 16 divided by 2 got 8, and then I had like 8 and 8, and then I added up all the ways and got 32 for CL.
Okay, so you're saying, if you divide it up into thirds, let me do it as a line. Here's C, L, and P. Okay, so this part's a third, this part's 2/3. So this part is like you can break it up into 2 parts right here. And now each of these is a third. Well, if from C to P is 16, and you broke this up into 2 parts, each of those would be 8. Okay, so that's what you started with. You broke those up into 8. So, and then this is in thirds, so that means all of these would have to be the same. So if this one's 8 and this one's 8, this one would also have to be 8. Okay, so then to get PL, it's just this section, so that's 8. And then CL is all 3 sections. So if you do 8 plus 8 plus 8, you get 24. I think you did 1 extra 8. Alright, awesome, good job. What questions do you have on the bell ringer, or just on finding the lengths of medians in general?
So then if it's like broken from 1/3 and they want you to find the other 2/3, then that's when you break it up into?
Well, you break that up into 2, but you just break the long part up into 2. You don't break the short part up into 2.
So then if it was like, if I already gave you like LP was 8, then you'd do like PC and then divide that up by 2?
Okay, so if they gave you PL and wanted CP and CL, this one's 8, and then so you can break this up into 2 parts, and that means each of these is 8, so you would do 8 and 8, and then to get CP, you just add 8 and 8 together and get 16. So CP would be 16, and then the whole thing would be 24. Let me show one that's, okay, so there, let's say they tell you that PL equals 5, so you put a 5 there. Well, from the from the vertex to the centroid, there's 2 of those. So if this one's 5, each of these is going to be 5. Okay, so what's going to be the length of CP from here to here if each of these are 5? Yeah, that's going to be 10. You just add those together. And then what would be the length of CL? It'd be 15. If they gave you, let's say, the length of the entire thing, let's say that they told you that CL is, let's do 30. So the whole thing's 30. You can divide that by 3, because you can divide this into 2 sections here. This is into 2, and that's 1 section, so now it's into 3 sections. Divide it by 3 and you get 10. So that means each section would be 10. Okay. So then PL, that's just 1 section, so that would just be 10. And CP is 2 sections, so that would be 20.
Did you ever have a decimal?
You could,
divide by 3.
but hopefully all of our problems show us that it's not a decimal. It comes out to be multiples of 3. The only time I see that happen is if I make up a problem and don't actually think it through. All right, the worksheet from yesterday, the 8.3 worksheet, I need that. If you would please get that out, pass it to the front row, pass it to the right. Today you're going to do an activity, so if you're not here today, you won't be able to make up this activity. And tomorrow you're going to have a quiz over medians and altitudes.
Yeah.